Good morning, everybody. Today we will understand the poem A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. Children, the poem is based on a Greek legend in which Endymion, a beautiful young shepherd and poet who lived on Mount Latmos, had a vision of Cynthia, the moon goddess. The poem. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Well, children, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its beauty never ends. Rather, it goes on increasing. It is never reduced to a thing of no value. It provides us a pleasant shelter under the shade of a tree where one can have a sleep full of sweet dreams. It gives us health and easy breathing. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways made for our searching. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. Children, therefore, on every morning, we are weaving a wreath of flowers to bind us to the earth. In spite of disappointments and despairs, the inhuman lack of noble qualities, sad days, and all unhealthy and evil ways we search for. Yes, in spite of all these things, some beautiful things remove the cover of sad feelings from our heart. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep, and such are daffodils with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make against the hot season. The sun, the moon, the old and young trees that provide a shady shelter and prove a boon for the simple sheep are such things of beauty. Similarly, daffodils, flowers blooming among green surroundings, small streams of clear transparent water which make a cooling shelter of thickets to protect themselves from the hot season and the mid-forest breaks, which make themselves look more beautiful and grand, with musk roses blooming among them here and there, are also such things of beauty. The mid-forest brake, rich with the sparkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead, all lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heaven's brink. Well, and such is the magnificence of the fate that we have imagined for our mighty dead forefathers. This beauty surpasses any other beauty that we have heard or read in our lovely tales. The beauty of nature sprouting from a heavenly fountain and pouring into our hearts is like an immortal nectar. About the poet. John Keats, one of the most prominent romantic poets, published poems. His poetic work contains an extensive range of poetic forms, from sonnet to Spenserian romance to Miltonic epic. Nothing of Beauty is an excerpt from John Keats' poem Endymion, a poetic romance, which is based on a Greek legend. Being a romantic poet, John Keats talks about love, beauty, and youth in this poem. In fact, the poem reflects his attitude towards beauty. The poet believes that beauty is intransient and gives us the same pleasure again and again. It provides us with eternal joy and never fades away. Beauty plays a very important role in our life and helps us to remain happy and joyful in this sad and mundane world. John Keats says that beautiful things make an everlasting impression on our minds. These things give us peace of mind and pleasure. Beautiful things act as a shade under which we can sleep soundly and have sweet dreams. These have the power to bind us to the earth. In spite of a life which is full of disappointments, despondence, sad happenings, and tribulations, the beautiful things make our life worth living by providing us with hope and enthusiasm. The poet gives some examples of such beautiful things which give us eternal joy. These are simple things like the sun, the moon, different kinds of trees, etc. According to him, even common things like flock of sheep, daffodils, springs of water, musk roses growing in the wild forests are beautiful things which give us joy and delight. Even the legends of the mighty dead are counted as beautiful things because they have the same effect on the human spirit. The poet concludes by saying that in spite of these beautiful things, beauty of nature remains incomparable. The beauty of nature is like an endless fountain pouring on us from heaven. These are the never diminishing and endless source of pleasures and delights and a precious gift from heaven. The message of the poem is nature is an endless source of beauty and joy. It makes man forget all his sorrows and miseries. Beauty never fades. It never passes into nothingness. When we feel sad and miserable, we should take shelter of nature. Beauty is one form or another will come forward to make us forget our miseries and to make us cheerful and happy. Thank you.